So I identify myself as a third culture child growing up. I grew up in so many different places that I had the privilege of being in communities that are very diverse, but also communities that are not as diverse. When I was young, I moved to Holland, and that's when I really felt the presence of being a minority. And basically, I did encounter some racism as a kid. I wasn't really sure how to label it back then. It was more like, oh, your accent or what you're eating. But I realized through our teachers and the kind of activities we were involved in is that once you get past that and you get young groups to really be creative with each other and talk to one another and engage in activities that look past these kind of differences, then people really start to form bonds, which is what happened once I stayed there after like a year or so. Because when you're kids, it's all about having fun and being together, so I guess that made a difference. And then as I grew up, I found the beauty in diversity. So as a third culture child, I adopted different languages, and I loved learning languages. So in boarding school, in high school, my roommate was Italian, my neighbor was Tibetan, and I always found that even though there are differences in these cultures, there's so much beauty in them, you know, and I guess we can all take that in and appreciate it. So yeah, I think there is a very positive thing in having diversity and different cultures, and everyone should take advantage of it. Of course, there will be things to tackle when you're growing up, and a lot of people do face it. But once you figure out the core foundation of human beings is just to be happy and, you know, support one another, then we can definitely get past this. So yeah, yay for diversity. And my name is Roli, and I pledge to take action to combat racism and discrimination.